Located 57 light-years from Earth, astronomers have discovered a planet glowing with a pink hue. Due to its unique color and appearance, astronomy enthusiasts often call it the maiden planet. Its official name is 59 Virginis b, also known as GJ504b. Its mass is about 4 times that of Jupiter, yet its volume is slightly smaller than Jupiter. Its discovery has reshaped our understanding of gas giants. Today, let's explore this fascinating world. In our solar system, we have red Mars, deep blue Neptune, and multicolored Jupiter. But there is no pink planet. In fact, pink planets are exceedingly rare not just in our solar system, but throughout the universe. In February 2013, using the Subaru telescope at the Mauna Kea Observatory in Hawaii, astronomers discovered this pink planet 57 light-years away. According to observations, its diameter is about 96% that of Jupiter. Its mass is roughly 4 times Jupiter's. Its surface temperature is approximately 237 degrees Celsius, and it orbits a massive star. Scientists conducted in-depth research and released detailed data in 2017. Its age is only about 250 million years, compared to the 4 to 10 billion years typical of most stars and planets in the Milky Way. This indicates it is a very young world. Its surface temperature, around 237 degrees Celsius and still rising, is likely a key reason for its pink appearance. Additionally, astronomers noted a peculiar phenomenon. GJ504b orbits its parent star at a distance of about 43.5 astronomical units, AU, almost the same as Pluto's distance from the Sun. Yet, while Pluto's surface temperature plunges to minus 229 degrees Celsius, and Jupiter, only $5.20 from the Sun, sits at minus 148 degrees Celsius, GJ504b remains remarkably hot despite its distant orbit. Further investigation revealed that it is not a gas giant but a brown dwarf, a failed star. These objects straddle the line between stars and planets, with masses typically 13 to 80 times that of Jupiter. Unable to sustain nuclear fusion due to insufficient mass, they don't qualify as true stars. However, GJ504b is a unique brown dwarf, surrounded by vast amounts of dust and nebulae. In a few 100 million years, it might evolve into a true star. The slow evolution of stars and planets lends them a unique charm. With current technology, traveling to GJ504b is unrealistic, but perhaps future advancements will allow us to witness its beauty up close. Even from afar, the existence of such a pink maiden planet adds a stunning touch to the cosmos. Look closely, this is the Pillars of Creation, both beautiful and terrifying. Located in the Eagle Nebula, 6,500 light-years away. In 1995, the Hubble telescope accidentally discovered it while imaging the Eagle Nebula. The Pillars of Creation are columnar structures made of gas and dust. 3 massive pillar-like nebulae stand out prominently, like pillars supporting the cosmos. Their height is about 4 light-years, while the entire solar system is only 2 light-years in diameter. In fact, the pillars were first noted by French astronomer Charles Messier in 1745. Messier catalogued them as part of the M16 nebula. Due to technical limitations, Hubble's initial 1995 images were blurry. After several upgrades, 32 photos were combined to create the sharp image we see today. Originally black and white, scientists assigned colors: red for sulfur, blue for oxygen, and green for hydrogen, resulting in the vibrant Pillars of Creation we now observe. If one could journey inside, the name would become clear. The Eagle Nebula is nurturing about 8,000 slowly forming stars, truly deserving of its creation title. In 2014, after its latest upgrade, Hubble again pointed toward the Eagle Nebula, capturing an even higher resolution image. Hailed as one of Hubble's most iconic photos, its stunning appearance reminds us of the universe's wonders. But when it comes to imaging capabilities, the James Webb Space Telescope reigns supreme. Since its launch in 2021, it has continuously amazed us. From the cosmic cliffs of the Carina Nebula to the Webb Deep Field image 4.6 billion light-years away, Webb has also captured the Pillars of Creation, producing images far clearer than Hubble's, with a background of dazzling starlight instead of blurry nebulae, making faint details vividly alive. Yet sadly, scientists announced in 2007 that the pillars may already be destroyed. likely blasted away by a supernova explosion. Due to the finite speed of light, we simply haven't witnessed this spectacular event yet. Studies suggest that in about 1,000,000 years, the stars within will fully form, and the pillars will vanish completely. Perhaps this is the law of the universe, an endless cycle of birth and death. Why is Antarctica called the most mysterious region on Earth? It was the last continent discovered, and the only one without permanent human settlement. Why is it known as the forbidden zone of life and the end of the world? In the early 18th century, an ancient world map was discovered in Turkey. Found in the library of Ottoman Admiral Piri Reis, it became known as the Piri Reis map. Drawn in 1513, it clearly depicts Antarctica without ice cover, even though humans didn't discover the continent until 1773. Later surveys showed that the subglacial topography matches the map with surprising accuracy. Stranger still, the map appears to be drawn from an aerial perspective, yet humanity's first satellite wasn't launched until 1957. According to Piri Reis's notes, the map was based on an even older source. Does this imply the existence of a highly advanced ancient civilization? At that time, Antarctica was not covered in ice. Some speculate it was the legendary Atlantis. Antarctica's mysteries go even deeper. During World War II, Hitler sent experts to Antarctica to search for the entrance to an underground city. Legend says beneath Antarctica lies a world built by aliens. There are even rumors that Hitler did not commit suicide but fled to a secret base in Antarctica. Some claim to have seen UFOs there. Antarctica covers 14 million square kilometers, with 98% of its land perpetually covered in ice. It holds over 70% of the world's freshwater resources. If all its glaciers were to melt, global sea levels would rise by about 80 meters, submerging most of the world's coastal regions. According to records, Antarctica's lowest temperature is -93.2 degrees Celsius. Such extreme conditions make species very scarce, especially inland, where almost no life can be found. This is why it is called the forbidden zone of life. Precisely because of this, Antarctica remains untouched by human destruction, holding extremely precious natural resources. To protect it, multiple countries signed the Antarctic Treaty in 1959, strictly limiting activities on the continent. Even tourists can only visit the outermost areas. Antarctica has the most meteorites on Earth. The ice layer preserves meteorites effectively, while ice sheet movement brings deeply buried meteorites to the surface. Unlike the Arctic, where ice covers a flowing ocean, Antarctica's ice covers a landmass. Both poles, however, feature auroras. Auroras form when charged particles from the solar wind are drawn to the poles by Earth's magnetic field, colliding with atmospheric atoms to create light. Due to the tilt of Earth's axis, the South and North Poles experience alternating polar day and night. In 2012, Russia's nearly 20-year drilling project made a major breakthrough. Beneath 4 kilometers of Antarctic ice, they discovered the world's largest subglacial lake, Lake Vostok. It is about 250 kilometers long, 50 kilometers wide, and up to 200 meters deep. With a total volume of about 5,400 cubic kilometers, its water is extremely pure, making it one of the largest freshwater reserves on Earth. Lake Vostok's average temperature is -3 degrees Celsius. But due to immense pressure from the thick ice and geothermal heat, its freezing point changes, allowing it to remain liquid year-round. When researchers tested samples, they found a vast number of previously unknown species. Over 3,500 different DNA sequences were detected, most of which are very ancient single-celled organisms and microbes. Scientists estimate that Antarctica's ice sheet formed about 15 million years ago, meaning life here has evolved over tens of millions of years. Tests also showed Lake Vostok's oxygen levels are 50 times higher than other lakes. In such a high oxygen environment, life may have evolved into forms vastly different from elsewhere on Earth. This research mission continues, as it not only provides insights into human origins and evolution, but also serves as a reference for searching for life in our solar system. For example, Jupiter's moon Europa has an ice environment very similar to here. NASA's Europa Clipper mission is set to launch in October this year. If life is indeed found on Europa, it would mean we are not alone in the solar system or even the universe. This is a real image of the Milky Way's central region, captured by the European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope. we can see countless stars twinkling against the night sky, including massive red supergiants and blue supergiants. Yet this is only a tiny glimpse of the Milky Way, as this vast galaxy contains nearly 400 billion stars. To truly see the Milky Way, scientists designed the Spitzer Space Telescope, spending 10 years taking over 2 million photos, finally synthesizing a single image, the only full panoramic view of the Milky Way to date. This precious image reveals the grandeur and mystery of the Milky Way. Today, let's explore our home, the Milky Way, in full detail. Our solar system lies on the Orion arm of the Milky Way, about 25,000 light-years from the galactic center. Since ancient times, humans have longed to see the true face of the Milky Way. Unfortunately, until today, most images we see of it are computer simulations because it's impossible to observe the full Milky Way with the naked eye. But we can use infrared space telescopes to view the Milky Way from the inside out, through 360-degree imaging, stitching photos into a complete panorama. In August 2003, the Spitzer Space Telescope, jointly developed by Caltech and NASA, was launched. It weighs about 950 kilograms, is 4.5 meters long, with a primary mirror diameter of 85 centimeters, costing nearly $1.2 billion. Scientists equipped it with 3 advanced instruments: an infrared array camera, an infrared spectrograph, and a multi-band imaging photometer, plus a protective shield to block infrared interference from the Sun and Earth. Thanks to its large infrared detector array technology, Spitzer expanded its observational range millions of times, able to penetrate dust and nebulae to analyze the evolution of stars and planets. From the Milky Way panorama, we can clearly see the distribution of stars and nebulae. It wasn't until March 2014 that NASA released this decade-long project, a panoramic image stitched from over 2 million photos. It contains more than half of the Milky Way stars. If printed, it would require at least 2 basketball courts in size. Many of these stars are over 10 billion years old. They have witnessed the birth and death of stars, the ancientness and vastness of the Milky Way, and given us an intuitive understanding of the galaxy's shape and outline. Our solar system resides here, orbiting the galactic center, with an orbital period of about 230 million years, known as a galactic year. The Sun is only 4.6 billion years old. From its birth to now, it has completed nearly 20 orbits around the galactic center. If humanity cannot break the speed of light, we will never be able to see the full Milky Way, unless we use 2 alternative methods. One is to travel to the Andromeda Galaxy, 2.54 million light-years away, where we could see the Milky Way in full. The other is to communicate with an intelligent civilization in Andromeda and see if they have a full map of the Milky Way. But does such a civilization exist there? We have no way of knowing. We only know that Andromeda is the largest galaxy in the local group, with a diameter of 220,000 light-years and a staggering nearly 1 trillion stars. Astronomers predict that in about 4 billion years, our Milky Way will collide with Andromeda, merging into a new, larger galaxy. As for the Spitzer Space Telescope, it has long completed its mission. It showed us a real Milky Way. Its allure fills us with both yearning and awe. Perhaps on some planet in the Milky Way, there lives an intelligent species like humans, waiting to be discovered.